Hey guys, in this video I thought we would talk about the things that nobody wants to talk about. But I did ask y'all if y'all wanted to hear some of my suggestions, and y'all surprisingly commented you do. And so a lot of you, I didn't know homeschool on my channel. I didn't know a lot of people that follow me homeschool their children and things like that. So I hope this is helpful. And I plan to do other videos similar to this coming soon. But yeah, if you noticed, I'm walking back and forth from the camera, doing clips and cutting it off and on. It's because I have food cooking in the oven, and that's why. But we're gonna talk about the things, since I've been teaching for almost 7 years and I finally went back to the classroom 2 weeks ago, the things that I recommend and that I don't recommend for classroom management in your classroom. First tip that I'm going to give you, and I think this would be great for even homeschool parents or parents in general, when a child gets in trouble at school, whether at home, never take your child or your students recess away or outside time. Even if you're at home with your kids, do not use that as a punishment. A lot of times children go undiagnosed with ADHD, and even just in general, young children, even as adults, we need breaks throughout the day, brain breaks. We just need to be able to get our energy out or sit down and relax. Children, sorry if you see that fly buzzing around, children need to be able to run. If you expect a child to sit and behave at a desk 8 hours a day at school, sometimes more depending on where you live, sometimes less depending on where you live, they're not going to be able to do that without being able to go and run and get their energy out. If you're taking a child's recess away, hoping that the child's behavior will get better, it is not going to get better by taking recess away, because you're just constantly holding in that energy and not allowing them to get it out. Use sticker charts for individual personal needs. So I have a small pre-K class, and I have a few children that have behavioral issues. I have a few children that just have trouble with drop-off and coming to school in the mornings. And so I use sticker charts that I got from the Dollar Tree. I laminated the charts, and there are certain children with behavior issues, and I have these sticker charts put where they sit to do their work at the table, or where they eat lunch at the table, to where they can see it and them only, as long as they're sitting in their spot. And they also can recognize their name, because I have their name written on it after it, well, I wrote it on there before it was laminated. But I have children that have behavior issues. So the ones that have behavior issues, I may give them a sticker. Like the other day, I had a child that has behavior issues that actually picked up some toys that another child left out. And I said, good job, so-and-so, you get a sticker for this, because I was encouraging positive behavior. And then I have another child that just has problems with drop-off in the morning, and she cried for a good 30 minutes, with everybody trying to calm her down. She finally calmed down, and I said, here, so-and-so, go put a sticker on your chart. You did a very good job at calming down and getting through the rest of the day after arriving at school. So I do not go, when a child gets in trouble or fussed at for something, I do not go and remove their stickers. I do not find that to be okay. Once they have already earned that sticker, I don't think that it's okay to use that bad behavior to remove their sticker. There are other consequences for that, but I do not find taking a child's sticker away for misbehaving or doing something that's not appropriate. I don't find it appropriate when using the sticker charts. Use a class reward system for the whole class in general. So you have your sticker chart for personal needs for each individual student. And then I use a pizza pan from the Dollar Tree. I laminate whatever our goal is going to be. So right now we're working on a pizza party. I have little Velcro on the back of the pizza slices that I laminated. I just printed them out and laminated them. And I have magnets on my pizza board, and I just have it hung up on the wall. And so for classroom all around for all the children, if we have a really good time just sitting there learning in the morning during circle time or lesson, and everybody is well behaved, I add a pizza slice on there, and that's how I do that. And that pizza pan can be changed out. So say this time you're working for a pizza party. Well, next time it could be an ice cream party. It could be, you just make your circle, you print out whatever and make sure it makes a circle so that way you can fill it in as you go. And once that pizza pan is filled up with whatever reward you're going to be going towards, they get their party. Use a positive reinforcement over negative reinforcement. And I know this is hard. I struggle with this at home with my children sometimes. But positive reinforcement is always the way to go. If you're constantly bashing a child for negative behavior, they learn that they are getting attention when they misbehave. So and so, you're not supposed to be doing that. You're not supposed to be doing this. Constantly at them. They're learning that their negative behavior is getting the attention that they want. Even though it's negative attention, they're still getting that attention. So, in a way, you could still fuss when they're doing the negative behavior. You say, so and so, I don't like how you're doing this. Let's try and do it this way. And that way you're starting with the negative, but you're ending with the positive, and it equals it out to make it positive reinforcement. Keep a basket of items for the children when they're having a hard time throughout the day. So sometimes I have a child during the day that just needs to go sit down and cool off away from the other children. I have like a little basket from the Dollar Tree that has a lid. When I have that problem, I'll pull it out. I'll pull the child to the side and give them the bin. And basically what is in that basket is Pop-Its, fidget spinners, like the little slimy putty from the Dollar Tree, just things for them to be able to fidget with their hands, and their brain is going toward that box. Whatever is going on causing them not to be able to continue going with the other children, that gives them time to cool down and be able to regroup. And I'll give them about 10 minutes to do that, and then I'll call them back to come back and sit at the table. Make learning fun. I know with pre-K, this is definitely, and even when you get to high school level, you need to make learning fun, because if the children are not enjoying the concept that they are learning, they are not going to learn it. They're not going to remember it. I'm a teacher on no homework. I don't like doing homework. Even though I'm in pre-K working now, I have taught higher grades, and I do not feel that homework is okay in most places. Like, they're at school for 8 hours. If you cannot teach that child what they need to know within 8 hours, it doesn't need to go home. A lot of children come from homes that they don't have a parent that can help them with that. A lot of children sometimes don't even have two parents. Sometimes it's a single parent home, and their parent is working 15 hours a day, 2 or 3 jobs to make ends meet. And so giving homework, just because maybe 1 or 2 can complete that homework, there are always a few different ones that can't complete that homework because they don't have the help there. So definitely homework is a no, but make your learning fun. So I have a lot of songs that we do, and sometimes the children don't like to sit down and do those songs, and so I make them fun. I'm going to show you an example right now. So we do Open Shut Them for pre-K. If you've ever watched Miss Rachel, you know that song. Sing it to you the full thing in case this is a really good attention getter as well, because a lot of the younger children love this song and it makes them laugh at the end. So you go open, shut them, give a little clap, clap, clap. Open, shut them, put them in your lap, lap, lap. Creep them, crawl them, right up to your chin, chin, chin. Open wide your little mouth, but do not let them in. And when you do the do not let them in, they think it is the funniest thing in the world. I like to give out treats, things for their sticker charts. So I have a bin, it's called the treasure chest, that we keep in my classroom. How I did the sticker charts, once they fill out the first line, they get a sticker. Then the second line, they get a sticker. Now, once the full chart is done, we clear off the sticker charts, which is why I have it laminated so I can reuse them over and over again. Once they've done their full line all the way down, we take them off once they've gotten all their rewards. And then we'll go, you have to fill up two lines, and then we clear it off. And then it comes to the point to where they have to fill up the whole chart. And that way, little by little, they're not expected to fill this whole chart. It gradually gets harder for them to be able to do it. And they know their expectations. Also, for treats, I also do it for the tooth fairy. I know like with pre-K, you really don't have that. But if they lose a tooth in my classroom, they get a treat. If it's their birthday, they get a little crown and they get a little goodie bag to take home. I'll also each week pick a student to be the like student of the week basically. And nobody knows who it is until they come in on Monday morning. When they come in on Monday morning, I have glitter in their seat, but you don't have to do glitter. Or sometimes, usually I'll put it on the table. I'll put the glitter on the table, a little pencil, and a few little fun things with a little candy or something. And when they sit down, they automatically know they're the student of the week. And it's just something to encourage them to have fun at school. Never fuss at a student in front of other students. I had a student last week that pushed a student down. He pushed his face into the carpet, and I said, so-and-so, let's get up and let's go have a talk. So we stepped into the other corner of the room. I told the other kids to go and pick a book and sit at the carpet and read or look at the book quietly. And I went and approached the students in a corner where the other children were entertained and not worried about what I was doing. And I explained to them, you can't do this because of this, this, and this. And we did make a phone call home on that situation. But there are other situations where you don't have to make a phone call home. But always when you fuss at a student, never do it in front of the other students, because it does cause bullying, and they just continue to do it because they notice that their peers are watching what they're doing. So they're getting the spotlight on them. Most times, I give multiple warnings before I go to the extreme. So like I said in this last example, when the child pushed another student's face into the carpet, obviously I'm going to call the parent. But when there's little tedious things like the child isn't doing what you're saying, the child's having trouble staying on task, the child is doing this or this, just little things, I'll give about 2 to 3 warnings. And after those 2 to 3 warnings is when the punishment or whatever action that is required comes into play happens. Learn each student's needs and where each one needs a little bit of extra support. So almost every day we have time at the table that we do some type of activity. And a lot of times I'll do it as a full group because it's just so hard to do individual work. But I do try to each week, one set day during the week, whether it's Wednesday, Thursday, it doesn't matter. It's just one day during the week we'll have center time. So the kids go to centers. They do that every day. But one day during the week during centers, I'll pull 1 to 2 children at a time. Sometimes it's 1, sometimes it's 2. And we'll work on those things that really need to be worked on. And they're getting my one-on-one attention. Do not use the clip charts. The happy face, sad face, red fish, blue fish, you know what I mean. Don't use the green, yellow, red. With those type of charts, I find that it is obvious to the whole classroom. That goes back to don't fuss at another child. If you tell the student to go and move their name down to red, the whole classroom knows what's going on. And I find a lot of times with those happy face, sad face charts, a lot of teachers, once the child has reached below green, they have no way to bring it back up during the day. Otherwise, when I use sticker charts, the child just doesn't get a sticker. I don't give all of the children stickers at one time. It's just one at a time here and there. So I find with sticker charts, if you're doing something you shouldn't be doing, I don't have to worry about a child moving all the way to red. They just don't get a sticker, or they have a chance during the day to gain a sticker where they didn't have access at that time. They can take that negative behavior, they can improve it, and they can get a sticker towards the end of the day. Allow children to move within sitting for minutes and long periods of time. Children cannot, I don't care what age it is, they cannot sit still for an hour, let alone 30 minutes. If you have the time in your day as a teacher to even let that child get up and move around for 3 to 4 minutes, whether it's let's stand up and all do jumping jacks, Let's stand up and walk around the classroom in a circle, follow the leader, or make a train. Let's go get some fresh air for a minute. Let's go get some water for a minute. Let's all take a break and go to the restroom. All of those different types of things are helping children to regroup. So you're working on this activity, but let's get up. We're having trouble. Let's get up. Let's go to the bathroom and get some water. And then let's come back and sit back down. And that gives the children even just a few minutes to get those wiggles out when they're having trouble. And it will definitely help decrease your behavior issues in your classroom. So I hope you guys enjoyed these tips. I have a lot more coming for you soon. And if you enjoyed these tips, let me know in the comments down below. And if you have any ideas or tips that you use for your homeschool classroom, if you're a teacher yourself and you have tips, let me know in the comments down below. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.